We're broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios.
Visit mte.com.
Middle Tennessee Electric, serving to make life better since 1936.
This is a WGNS Action Line. Talking with Rutherford County newsmakers
since 1947.
This is a WGNS Action Line. Now, your host, Scott Walker.
With us in studio, we have got Cass Taylor and Catherine Brown from the Smyrna Branch of the Rutherford County Library System. How are y'all this morning?
We're doing great.
So what is happening at Smyrna? Because I know you have some events coming up. There's a lot going on. You guys are pretty active.
We really are. So Catherine here is our new youth services coordinator, and she is got a whole new plate of programs rolling out this September that just we wanted to come and share with y'all.
I've heard everything from Pokémon to movies you can rent.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot there.
Yeah, so we have all the classics that people keep coming back for. We'll still have Sight Word Snack Attack, Baby Time, a Music and Movement, which is replacing Silly Song and Dance. But then we have a lot of new things coming up. We've got some science-based STEM programming, Super Grow Science. And we've also got some more teen-oriented programs like a comic club. We're having a teen tournament where they can come and play video games once a month. We're going to partner with parks and do some programming in the park, just a story time outside with a craft. And then, like you said, Pokémon Club, which is arguably the biggest event in the library right now.
If you would, pull that mic a little closer.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I am really excited about Pokémon Club because we did win an official Pokémon training game pack for the library through the Association of Library Service to Children. So we're really excited to actually partner with Pokémon now in Smyrna.
I was at Walmart yesterday, and I could not help to overhear this conversation this guy was having with the, you know, where they have that little manager area, like a desk up front where you go to return stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he was arguing with her over which Pokemon box he got, and they had all the boxes behind the counter. You can't get them, just regular on the regular aisle. Yeah. So he was arguing, no, I want this one, and he claimed, oh, that one looks like it was messed with or opened.
They take it seriously. They take it seriously.
And we're lucky enough to have a community partner that's coming to help us run the Pokémon Club because I don't know that.
I wouldn't either, yeah.
Same. And a lot of it, the kids have been running it on their own. We've just been like helping and walking around. So it gets up to 600 kids a month in our Pokemon
So
Club.
it'll be a little more structured. There'll be a little more, yeah.
It's funny because when I look back during my time when I was younger, the big thing, Garbage Pail Kids or baseball cards.
Yeah.
One of the two, but Garbage Pail Kids were huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have a resurgence pretty soon.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Or Trolls. Those
and
things
Trolls.
were so cute.
Yes.
And we used to trade them at school, and man, the teachers really got irritated with that.
They're not completely appropriate, but they're very artistic. Let's say it that way. Yes.
So the Pokemon thing that's been really big, and so how did y'all decide to get into that?
It kind of is a resurgence in libraries, and then with Pokemon actually seeing how many clubs have been popping up this year, and them like going out on a limb and just being like, hey, here's some tournament boxes, and so and there's more to like all the trading card games. We may start a Magic the Gathering and the video game tournaments, so things to get teens and kids interested, because we have books about Pokemon and Magic and even little Mario books. So it's like we can always get them to check out a book after. And that's what these programs are for. So we love to have fun in the library and spread that library joy, but we always tie a book to it at the end. So
that's cool. It's a good way to get kids to actually read.
Yes.
And so they come there for Pokemon. They leave with a book. It's wild because some of those Pokemon cards, some of them have sold for over $1 million. So our kids do they actively trade cards, stuff like that?
They do, yeah.
But I think they're really in it they're excited to see what each other have. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the club right now is just them looking, whoa, that's amazing. You have that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you have the whole set, that's I guess you're cooler.
Oh, wow, yeah. I don't even know. I mean, I guess you could have. I know one gentleman said he was going to donate, 10,000
We
cards?
have so many. And that's another thing. Like the community really comes together to help us be able to provide these programs. We've had donations, not just of cards, but of there's coins that come with it and
Yes.
boxes to keep your stuff in. They come pre-wrapped for the kids who come with no cards.
Yeah.
It's been really.
So some of those kids who maybe can't afford this huge collection of cards,
Exactly.
you're able to help them out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
so
and-
they have a good time at the library.
Well, and it's like with the video game wall that we were lucky to receive from a grant from Smyrna Rotary. A big part of that is a lot of kids may not have those consoles at home and they need a safe place to play after school. So mom can come in or dad can come in and work on their laptop in the back. They can play some Mario Kart, and then they can all go home and they can study at the library too. So you can do your studying, your tutoring, and then have a little fun before dinner and not be in the house all the time. So
That's great. So kids can come into the library and actually play video games.
yeah,
I think it's important to remember that obviously we all love the books, we love the reading, but there's other types of literacy that the library can help with. Digital literacy. There's if you don't have what you need at home, but kids are still talking about it at school, and you don't want to be left out of that. So we're making a space where there's more connection, and just those resources are there and available.
You hear some news stories talking about people reading less books, but yet you also hear news stories that people are reading more than ever because of news and information online that people are reading. So it's hard to kind of get a grasp on.
it is. I did see a new article yesterday. I can't remember which news platform it was, but it said that there is no literacy crisis. It's going to be more like a party. Like reading is going to be more like a party moving forward than like a structured sit down and read your whole novel for your class. And I still think we need those skills. We still support our required reading in Rutherford County, but finding fun ways to read, like bring your own book club or things like that, getting people just to talk about what they're reading and bonding over it, because people want a sense of community, and that's what we're here to provide.
Is it true that some people are actually learning how to read through the internet?
I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
by
I
that.
mean, with parents giving screens out so early, and there are a lot of learning, child-centric learning platforms on tablets. Like they're called Magic computers. They don't actually hook up to the internet, like they can't go browse, but it's loaded with those learning games. Like there's Dora the Explorer, Sesame Street, I think's on there, a few other counting and art games and things to help their motor skills develop. And those are for 2 to 5 year olds, these computers. So yeah, it can start really early on a screen now.
Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised sometimes to see how young kids are, but yet they know exactly how to use a cell phone to get to the games they want or whatever it is they're doing. It's like 4-year-olds even, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and it's cool with digital subscription stuff. I was at the beach this weekend and I forgot to bring a book with me, but we have Libby that you can use with your library card. And so I just got a book and read on my phone. It's nice. It's nice to be able to have that option.
Yeah, there's opportunity everywhere for reading.
There is,
You
yeah.
can read everything. I mean, whatever it is you choose, what book it is you want, you can find it online.
You can. And with you, like you said, with your library card, I always encourage people, come to the library, get the library card, see what's on Libby, because it's free compared to your Audible subscription or paying for the Kindle, Plus or whatever. Yeah.
When you're putting together programs and events for children and teenagers, how do you go about deciding what event to hold?
Sure.
Well, part of it is looking at what's been successful in the past statistically, but then we just really try to foster those relationships with our parents while they're in the library and ask those kinds of questions like what are you guys looking for in a program, what age, are there areas of your kids' education that need strengthening, and how can the library meet that? opportunity. For example, we're about to start a cursive class at the library. It's a new program we're doing. And we also have, it's called Adopt a Shelf, kind of like Adopt a Highway, where the family comes in, they choose a section of the nonfiction, and then we teach them how to use the Dewey Decimal System to put things in order. They get to choose the book at the end of the display. And so we're really trying to plug them in, make them feel like they belong, and understand that, like, the library is a fun place to be.
The good old Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
See, I remember learning about that in depth, and I think it was high school, maybe my freshman year. But there was like an entire semester spent on the library and the Dewey Decimal System. Of course, then it was going through the cards as opposed to online. Yeah.
And that is the one hard, that's the one hard thing that we, even to adults, we have to explain now. Sometimes they'll search their book online. They see, well, where do I find it? And it's like, oh, well, this is Dewey. You've got to go to this part in the library. And we walk them back and then, like, show them where it is. But, yeah, It
is interesting.
It is.
And, you know, if you're not familiar with libraries, if it's been 40 years since you've been in high school, yeah, you know, I can see where it'd be easy to forget this.
Exactly, yeah.
But you guys have so much more than just books. And that's, you were talking about the video games. I mean, it's just, the library is a lot different today than what it used to be.
Mm-hmm. We even have a heart monitor in the library now for blood pressure, and you can circulate, we're in our library of things for Smyrna and the Line Ball Library here next door to y'all, heart monitors. You get them for a week. You can take them home. So if you can't afford one yet, or you haven't got yours in the mail yet because of insurance or something, you can stop by a library and pick one up for a week with your library card. We have so many things in our library of things. There's a sewing machine at the Technology Engagement Center and all kinds of stuff.
I mean, the library is really one of, like, the last third places, right? Like, it doesn't cost you anything to come there, but you're not at work, you're not at home, you're not at school. It's a place to hang out. You can hang out at the mall, but it's going to be a little more pricey than it would be at the library. And
people, they don't hang out at the mall like they used to.
No, not when I was a kid. I was always at the mall.
The place to roam.
Yeah.
Things like Baby Time, designed for children from birth to 24 months. I bet you get a lot of parents who bring their kids in while the other kids may be in school. They have nothing to do during the day with the younger kids.
Yes, they love to bring the babies in the morning. We have like between 60 and 80 people in there.
Oh, yeah.
And we do all kinds. That's actually one of my favorite programs, because after the scheduled program part, we are able to keep the room for the moms, dump out a bunch of toys, and then they just get mom time where the babies are busy and they can talk to, another parent for a minute.
To me, the funniest group of kids to watch are those who are like ages 4 to maybe 6 or so.
Oh, yeah.
They're hilarious. You never know what they're going to say or what they're going to ask.
We had a kid in the library the other day, and he was ready to leave, and his mom was walking out. She said, "Are you sure you don't want to stay and play with the other kids?" He said, "No, Mom, I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to those kids."
That's hilarious.
Just wanted to go home.
Yeah, kids are so funny. And then Tales to Tales. Tell us more about that, because there's a certified therapy dog that actually comes to the Smyrna Library.
Yeah, so Tales to Tales is really about encouraging kids to have confidence to read out loud. It's really different reading in your head than it is reading out loud. And you do still get called on in school to read things out loud. And so this is that builds that confidence because they're reading to a dog.
Yeah,
and
cool.
It's cuddly, and it's not going to judge you, and it's always packed. We have a waiting list for Tales to Tales forever.
And I would say that also, like any adults, like for adult literacy, or if English is your second language and you're just now learning, like they are also welcome to register and just come sit and practice reading to the group and to the dog. And then the dog's there, so like if they get nervous or anything, like they can, do some pets and get through those tough moments, because learning is hard, believe it or not.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but when I was younger, the hardest thing for me to do, I was a great reader, but reading out loud was a different story when you're in front of a classroom. And all of a sudden, when I got up there, it was like I was barely pronouncing each word, having to slow down in order to read and see the words properly. It's different when you're reading out loud in front of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's that stage fright.
Yeah. It's tougher than what you would think, and a lot of people have problems with that.
That's true.
And then also the library starting the comic club for teenagers. Comic books are huge right now, and that's another growing trend. So tell us about that comic club.
So we're gonna run that every other week, and it's less of a book club structure where everyone's reading the same thing, and more of come talk to us about the thing you're reading now that you're loving. And it'll be guided by a library staff member, and they're just going to talk about the narrative structure that exists in comic books as well.
Yeah, and you can do a lot of art tie-in, like a comic illustration. There's a lot of little practice sheets to teach that artistry of comics, like if they are interested in making their own comics, which might be a really fun project for this. And we're hoping this gets everyone excited and leads up to Free Comic Book Day in May to kind of keep that energy going all year long.
Hey, that reminds me, something we didn't really talk about, but the library, it's kind of an extension of certain parts of school in that if you love art class, as an example, you're able to continue that creative activity within the library with some of the things you have to offer.
Yeah, it's like Catherine's got the Cozy Creations coming as well, and then we have a crafternoon that's all ages, so the whole family can come and do the craft together. A lot of our programs we work in just that craft to have that that textile, that kinetic learning as well for those that need to touch something to learn the story. And then we tie the craft with the book and hit every learning style in one go is our goal.
I believe kids learn so much more when it's hands-on.
Yeah.
And you got, speaking of that, the Super Gross Science.
Oh yeah,
that's
excited.
Hands-on for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What is Super Gross Science?
So I am using that. I'm really trying to hook that second to fifth grade.
Yeah, I think you'll get it with that.
And so the first one we're going to make booger slime.
Wow.
It's going to be gross. But
Kids will love that though. Now, what do you use to make? It's like slime, I guess.
yeah, so it's like glue and glitter, and there's an activator agent in there. But I pulled this is a new program, and I pulled it together because we did Science Across America at the end of the last month.
Yeah, as part of the 250th celebration of the 10th state.
It certainly was. And so we did NASA at your library, and one of the last projects that we did is we made our own comet.
Which is really cool.
Which I really thought would only keep them interested for about 10 minutes, and it ended up being almost 45.
Wow.
And that's when I realized, they like this. They like the experimentation. They like the hands-on. They like that it's gross. We got to do something with this.
So they made their own what now?
We made our own comet.
Comet.
Yes.
From space,
comet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we had dry ice in the library.
Yeah.
And we didn't have the fancy gloves, but we had oven mitts, and so we just made it work. And they had a blast.
That's pretty cool. Have you ever smelled or picked up a comet? The portion of the comet that actually hits the ground. It's wild. If you ever see, because they're hard to find these days, you don't run across them very much.
Not much.
But they smell like sulfur.
Sulfur. I thought you would say that.
Yeah, like you would light a match. That kind of smell, that kind of charged sulfur smell, is what they smell like
when it breaks our atmosphere and it's burning. Yeah.
And speaking, because we talked about how valuable some of those the Pokémon cards are. Some of those rocks, the comets that you find on the ground, if you find them, if you're lucky enough to, some of them are worth $1 million or more.
Because of the precious metals, And you, believe it or not, your cell phones, most of your laptops are fueled by space metals. So it's so rare. That's why people try to find them. We also recently won another little mini grant. We got a free telescope. So once it cools off, probably for October, we'll start doing starry night gazing in the park.
I'm guessing a big telescope, pretty good size.
It's pretty decent size. Yeah. It's still in its box, but I think it's a big guy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So many kids today and adults, they haven't seen the moon, as an example, through the telescope.
Exactly.
And it looks totally different than what you imagine. So that's cool.
Yeah. I know the Technology Engagement Center used to do the Observe the Moon Night. It's in October, so everybody keep your eyes open for that and come out. We may do it at a few different branches this year because we got telescopes.
That sounds cool. And do you still encounter parents who are maybe hesitant to consider like comic books as reading, and things like Pokemon. I mean, they're reading when they look at those Pokemon cards too.
Well, and that's like the video games you're reading with that as well.
I think there just has to be a shift. It just takes time, right? Because it's new. We didn't have it the same way the kids have it now. But I mean, comic books and graphic novels, I will always go to bat for those, because we do have like transitional chapter books for kids who are moving from picture to chapter, but oftentimes the graphic novels and comic books do have more words per page than even those transitional chapter books. So your kid is actually experiencing new vocabulary in a way that they wouldn't necessarily in reading those chapter books. And it also really hooks in visual learners, because not everybody can sit and just look at text in a row. But if there's these, it draws your eye and breaks your eye to follow this pattern. They're engaging more with the pictures than they are without. So
well, and for visual learners with a comic book, it's like you have that visual growth of the plot. Like, so each page, like, you can feel that plot developing, and they can remember it. The retention can be better.
Yeah, I was going to say, and they're learning that storyline of how, to start the story, the middle of the story, the end of the
Yep.
I mean, they're learning all of that too, which is great for English class and all of that stuff.
And I think now they are putting out so many like classic, like we have Oliver Twist in graphic novel. We have,
Really?
Yeah.
And so they're still getting the story, and also it just takes time, and it just takes finding the right book. Because I have kids and they all love graphic novels, and I was like, well, I guess that's the end of chapter books. And then my 14-year-old found Lemony Snicket, and now she reads everything. So it's just, don't rush them. They're going to figure it out.
Can you remember stories where you saw maybe a parent brought a teenager to the library for the first time in years, and you were able to see that teen open up because of something they saw at the library?
I mean, we do have kids in there often that are looking for something specific. I think it just is fostering that relationship for figuring out what it is that they like. I think we call it reader advisory.
Yeah.
But it's like, what do you enjoy? And we can always find something for them.
I had one the other day, and I was just walking through your department, like you weren't there yet, or you were out. And this kid was looking at the card, like the library catalog, and he was trying to spell Goosebumps. He's maybe 8. And he was like, I just want Goosebumps books. I was like, okay, I'm going to stop everything, and I'm going to help this kid get Goosebumps. And I took him over to the shelf, and his eyes just grew. And I was like, we have it in graphic novel, and we got a few DVDs too. So if you want to do a whole Goosebumps evening, And his mom was like, thank you.
And whether these kids realize it or not, they're coming there to learn, and they are learning at the library different things.
Yeah.
Which is one of the most important parts.
Well, they don't know that they're becoming a better person,
right.
too. I mean, reading increases empathy. Like, it puts you in... You can experience things that you might never experience in your actual life from reading.
And it provides like a sense of discovery, which helps their little minds grow even more. Like think about if you've ever, the first time you found a 4-leaf clover, if you ever have, like, you'll never stop looking, right? Like that sense of gotcha, I've got. And so we really want them to have those moments in the library. Like if they make that comment and theirs was the best one, like they're going to remember that for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, definitely. Reading is kind of like travel. When you travel to other countries, you're learning new things. You learn to be more humble in a lot of ways, especially if you go on mission trips, for example. But reading has a lot of those same benefits. It opens the world up to you to help you to better understand those around you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I didn't get to travel a lot. I grew up on a little country farm in West Tennessee, but if it weren't for the books, I don't know if I'd be where I am today. So like those books helped me travel as a child.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Legos.
Legos, that's right. Yeah.
Have Legos.
We have Legos. We have all the Legos. We're doing a little bit different. Last time we did Legos block party is what we called it, and they really just did free builds, which we'll still have available, but I've got it a little more STEM based. So we've got, for example, one of them is going to be, you have 10 minutes to build an island, and then you're going to draw a disaster card, and now this disaster is befalling your island, and you have to fix it in the next 15 minutes of class.
That's cool.
It's going to be fun.
So how many tons and tons of Legos? How do you go about doing that?
Well, we have community partnerships. People have donated when their kids have moved on. They've given us their Legos.
So tons of Legos.
We have tons of
That's
Legos.
cool.
Totes and totes.
Totes, yeah.
That's neat.
Oh, yeah.
We can always use minifigs, though.
Yeah.
So when these kids are building whatever, you say, hey, build this in 10 minutes. Are they building a lot in 10 minutes? I mean, are you surprised how fast they're able to put something together?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes there's the more methodical ones. But yeah, they will build it.
I would be overly slow trying to, okay, let me find all the yellow pieces, all the brown,
Yeah.
I would have to color coordinate everything.
It's cute too to hear them talk because they're all together at the table, and so they're like, "Oh, hey, I need that one. Hey, are you looking for?" It's just a really cute community space.
So they're learning to get along with each other in a different way. I mean, they're working together
As a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in school, you're often working by yourself on a single project, a single book. But yeah, that really does bring kids together.
It does.
That's cool. So the Smyrna Public Library, for those who may be new to town and are not familiar with Rutherford County, what's the easiest way to find it?
I would say, other than, the worst way to Google Smyrna Public Library, but we are right in the Depot District. So if you're coming down Smyrna and you see Town Hall, turn left at that light and then turn right after the second light. Yeah, and we're right there. The Old Rock School Park is around us, and it's a beautiful park, and we're really excited about doing more programs in the park. We had a pretty big success with that America 250, the Walking Through History Festival at the 1st of August. So we're going to try to keep the momentum up from that and do more with the town and
We're
the park.
about to get a new storybook trail book.
We are.
So, yeah.
Yep, and come out and see that.
And before we close out, because I know we have another segment to get to about the libraries, but somebody texted, they were asking about the cursive class. I know cursive, it has not been taught in schools for the last few years. I think some schools are bringing it back. I'm not sure. But they wanted to know more about the cursive class.
It's just going to be once a month. All the worksheets and workbooks will be provided, and you can take them home in between and bring them back. We'll talk about, I've got some videos to watch, and we're gonna learn a dying skill.
It's interesting how cursive has changed just a little bit over the years. Like if I go back and look at cursive writing in the 1900s, it's so neat and perfect,
Yes.
but yet some of the letters I don't recognize right off the bat. They're different from what I learned. So it's changed a little bit over the years.
Bit. Like the F for the double S's throws a lot of people. And you can, it's with the National Archives, you can sign up to be a volunteer and transcribe those old documents because they want it digitized, but not a lot of people can read that anymore. And so that's like a fun program to tie in for adults. Like if you want to dip your toe in archiving. And then that cursive class, it will be the third Wednesday at 10 o'clock, and it's for ages 8 and up.
And if people have questions, they can always reach out to us at Smyrna YS, which is Youth Services, Smyrna YS at rclstn.org.
Sounds great. And I love that you guys are teaching the cursive because I think that was something they taught in second or third grade.
Yeah.
They used to. I mean, it's needed because so many people still use it, and it's quicker to write that way.
Well,
We
and
also don't want to lose our connection with our history,
Yeah.
where
There's
we're
that.
not able to read documents that are important.
and that's the biggest part of it.
Great
yeah.
point. Even the U.S. Census from the 1900s, a lot of that is
It's in cursive.
Even though they said make sure you do not write in cursive, it's in cursive. But it is interesting to
Yeah.
read some of those old documents. You have to learn it.
You do. So I'm excited most about cursive. I really am. It's one of mine.
That's
that I'm
great.
excited about.
Again, the Smyrna Public Library, of course, in Smyrna. And if anybody would like to learn more, tell us the website one more time.
It's an email, Smyrna YS at rclstn.org.
Sounds good. Again, with us this morning, Cass Taylor and Catherine Brown from the Smyrna Public Library. In just a second, we're going to learn more about the library system, so make sure you stay with us.
This is Peter Demas, and our family is inviting your family to come eat with us at Demas's restaurant. We're trying to give them a place where they can eat with their family that's not fast food. We want to create an atmosphere where we can sit down and just have a good old-fashioned family dinner. But unfortunately now most people can't do it at home. So, two people are working, the kids' activities, and so what we're doing is we provide that and we make it affordable. Come eat with us at Demas's Restaurant on Northwest Broad Street.
35 years. That's how long your family has trusted my family to care for your pets. Hi, this is Amanda from Animal City. Get your pets. New Year off to a great start with some fresh accessories and some new toys. Even though it's wintertime, our baby bird nursery has a lot of wonderful occupants. If a new feathered friend is in your future, come in and see us at Animal City. Stop by and get the best quality pet gear in town. Come see us at Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro.
A look at the news, views, politics, sports, and people that are shaping Rutherford County. Listen each weekday morning at 9 o'clock for the Roundtable here on News Radio WGNS.
Hello from the Rutherford County Library System. This is Amanda bringing you library news and events from our 6 branches around the county and what's going on at your library system. Smyrna Public Library is inviting Tennessee visual artists to apply for its 2027 rotating art displays. Each month will feature a different theme based on a concept or medium. Selected artists will receive a display space with 2 adjustable shelves inside a locked glass case. While artists cannot sell work directly from the display and prices may not be listed, contact information, business cards, QR codes, and website links are welcome. All artwork must be appropriate for all ages. Drop-off and pickup dates will be scheduled around each artist's display month. To apply to be a featured artist in 2027, visit our website at rclstn.org and scroll on the front page to the library news. Or visit the Rutherford County Library System Facebook page. We're excited to see local artists in our library. And remember, exciting improvements are coming to Linebaugh Public Library, the downtown Murfreesboro branch. Between now and August 27th, the library will be installing new flooring and making several interior improvements. The library will remain open during most of the construction, but portions of the building, including the upstairs, sections of the main floor, and the public computer lab, may be temporarily closed as work moves from area to area. Staff is doing everything possible to keep library services available throughout the project. During one phase of the renovation, work will move to the library's front entrance. At that time, the library will need to close temporarily for a short period. The exact dates and times of that closure have not yet been determined and will be announced as soon as the construction schedule is finalized. Please keep an eye on our website and social media channels for the latest updates, temporary closure announcements, and information on available services throughout the project. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we make these improvements to better serve our community. We look forward to welcoming everyone back to an updated Linebaugh Public Library. Also, all branches of the Rutherford County Library System will be closed Monday, September 7th for Labor Day. Now let's hear from Smyrna Public Library.
We have all new things at the Smyrna Public Library. This back-to-school season, swing by our Youth Services Department and check out our new Music and Movement, which is every Tuesday at 10 a.m. and join us for an hour of music while we shake our sillies out, play with rhythm sticks and shakers, and practice simple rhymes. This is for ages 2 and up. Also every Tuesday at 3:15 is Sight Word Snack Attack. We will be practicing our sight words and fun games and puzzles geared for pre-K through 3rd grade. A snack and water will be provided for each child. Every Wednesday at 6, it's Pajama Story Time. Join us for stories, games, and craft. All ages are welcome, and don't forget to wear your favorite jammies. We love our Baby Time Story Time. This is for ages 0 to 24 months with rhyming songs, finger play puppets, which support phonological awareness, memory, and language skills. Moms can stay after every visit of the program and let their littles play and make new friends. This is every Thursday at 10. We also are happy to bring Super Gross Science. This is a 2nd through 5th grade program and is completely new for Smyrna. Our first will be September 3rd at 3:15 and the 17th at 3:15. It will teach them about biology, chemistry, and physics through messy, yucky experiments like making fake snot, simulating digestion, and mixing slime. Want to hear about something great? Are you into comics? Well, we have a comic club. Want to talk about what you're reading and other teens are reading? Come to the interest meeting we'll be holding on September 4th at 3:30 for our new teen comic club. Enjoy story time with Miss Tennessee on September 5th from 1 to 2. This is a Saturday story time for Mrs. Tennessee. Join us for our new puppet story time, starting on every Monday in September at 10 as we transform story time in an active literacy event by boosting vocabulary, narrative sequencing, and listening skills. Get ready for the teen tournament. Are you a master of Mario Kart? Do your skills in Smash Bros surpass those around you? Put your skills to the test at the monthly teen tourney at Smyrna Public Library. First meeting will be September 7th at 4. We are also starting a new program in the park. We'll have a meetup the second Wednesday of the month at 3:15 to enjoy an outdoor story time and nature craft in the park. Afterwards, be sure to check out our storybook trail. And we're very excited to announce that we are an official Pokémon Club spot, sponsored by Pokémon Club, Thursdays on September 10th and 24th at 3:30. You can connect through the Pokémon trading game, and there are prizes. This is an ages 5 and up program. We're also adding a new cursive class and teen writing club. For cursive class, registration is required. This is a beginning writing workshop every third Wednesday at 10 and for ages 8 and up. You may connect with us at smyrnays@rclstn.org for more information, and that is smyrnays@rclstn.org. We do have some great things coming up for our adults as well. We have our new rollout for Horror Club, and this month on August 29th from 3 to 5 p.m., we will be celebrating Sam Raimi's Evil Dead. All attendees will be entered to win an Evil Dead prize pack. We have so much going on at the Smyrna Public Library all the time, so please be sure to monitor our social media and website. And to end today, we would like to reach out to the community and encourage them to adopt a shelf for the Youth Services Department. If you're a teen volunteer looking to develop your skills, this will promote library literacy and teach you to learn fiction and nonfiction shelf reading. You get to work directly with librarians and learn about the Dewey Decimal System. So again, reach out to smyrnays@rclstn.org for more information.
Hello, my name is Burl Beasley, and I'm president of Friends of Linebaugh Library, and I would like to invite you to become a member of the Friends. In 2021, despite the pandemic, Friends raised more than $31,000 for Linebaugh Library, Myrtle Glanton Lord Library at Patterson Park, and the new Technology Engagement Center. Membership forms are available at the circulation desk in Linebaugh, Myrtle Glanton Lord, and the Tech, or email us at foalintheborough@gmail.com and we will get you a membership brochure. We look forward to your support.
Hello, this is Kevin Robertson from the Technology Engagement Center, which is located next to Hobgood Elementary School in Murfreesboro. Now that school's underway, we'll be getting back to more regular programming, and we do have some fun additions. There's Tinkercad for 3D printing, taught by our friend Michael. It focuses on creating custom components to support our other fun group, Robotech. Sewing Machine 1-on-1, bring your machine in and finally master its potential. You can call or email for an appointment on that. Basic Canva class continues. It's a great intro to this excellent graphic platform. Intermediate Canva will return soon, and there are many makerspace orientations on the calendar too. For you crafters, the Tech is a great place to meet up and create, and it's much more fun to make together. We have our own Adult Maker BYOC, Bring Your Own Craft group. On the second Wednesday of the month, you'll see everything from mosaics to hand quilting. We love all things arty and welcome everyone 16 and over. Adult Maker Club meets on the first Saturday of the month, a different crafty adventure and a fun social group. Watch the online calendar for the first chance to register. These fill up fast. For kids, every other Friday we have Lego Club for all ages. Tuesday mornings is Tiny Tech, Science Stories, and Crafts for the pre-K crowd. Thursday afternoon brings Tinker Tech, nonfiction reads, and science experiments for early elementary kids. Pokémon Club, the card game. Come play the game on every other Saturday. Also, Katie Beth Thomas will be leading a second flower dye workshop here in September. Watch for more info on signing up to create botanical art with homegrown flowers. Remember, if you need a quiet space to work, use our online booking portal to reserve a meeting room. You can always try a walk-in too. There are a number of quiet spots if the rooms are occupied. That's everything for the tech for this month. Watch our online calendar at rclstn.org for more exciting events.
The Rutherford County Library System comprises 6 branches and a bookmobile throughout Rutherford County, including Limeball, Smyrna, Eagleville, MGL inside Patterson Park, the Technology Engagement Center, and the newly opened Historical Research Center. And remember, all RCLS events are free and open to the public unless otherwise stated. Please check our calendar at rclstn.org and social media for a full list of virtual and in-person programming and events. For more information, please call 615-893-4131 or visit rclstn.org.